Oscar. Oscar. Oscar.
What are you doing here?
Dude, why are you in the studio? Hey, come on, we gotta record a podcast.
Right now?
Dude, we hit over 100 subs.
100? Oh, fuck yeah. Welcome, ladies and gentlemen, to the Unqualified Gurus podcast. I am Oscar, and this is Danny.
This is episode number 12.
What's up with the box?
It's a dozen.
You know what, Danny? I didn't know if this was gonna be a good idea when I saw you walking with the Shipley's box.
Man,
I'm kind of loving it.
You know, it is what it is. You know, I mean, it is episode 12, but a better way to start than with a dozen things, you know? So, a dozen donuts. Not that we're going to eat 12 donuts during the podcast, although...
Oh, no.
No? Okay. We're not going to...
This isn't an ASMR.
We're not going to accept that challenge. Oh, an ASMR.
Mm-hmm. Okay.
So, what's up, man? What's with you this week? Why are you laughing?
Because I feel so bad. People don't like hearing people munching.
It's just for a few seconds.
All right. Back to your regular scheduled Guru podcast.
Back to the professional us.
Yeah.
So, how was your week, man?
It went pretty good. You know, we want to go catch a movie we're going to review in a bit.
Oh, yeah. We'll talk about it in a bit.
Yeah.
Yeah. We won't spoil what it is.
And we went bar hopping, Daddy?
We went bar hopping. First, we went pool, right?
Yeah.
And this fool, so we went with a future potential guest. We're trying to convince them or somehow blackmail him to join. But we went to play pool, and well, they couldn't stand a chance, so they had to unite against me. So I just had to say that because they went against me.
In my defense, Danny's been going to go play pool a lot more often than any of us. So he has more.
I have to put that trigonometry to use somehow. Yeah. You know what I'm saying?
No, I get it, but me and Abel, like the other guest, like we hadn't played in a long time, so we didn't stand a chance.
Yeah.
So we teamed up.
Yeah, and it was pretty bad. I mean, I still got D's and stuff, but I lost every match.
Yeah, we stopped him from winning.
Yeah,
and then what happened afterwards, Danny?
We went to go bar hopping.
No, we were bowling. You think you forgot that one, huh?
Yeah, I forgot about that one.
Yeah, we were bowling like right after.
Yeah, we played one bowling match, and well, I was barely warming up once we finished the first match, and then Oscar was like, "All right, let's go." So
yeah, I like Danny was in third place, and I doubled Abel's score.
No, I was in second place at the end. I think I caught up to Abel.
Oh, you caught up to him?
Yeah, I caught up to Abel.
Well, I was the victor, so...
If not Abel, talk some shit in the comments.
Yeah.
But yeah. Why did we go bar hopping, though? Like, what's up with that?
Okay, so we made stickers to promote the podcast.
Oh,
so,
right here.
They're over here.
Oh, he stole them
from my
side.
not.
They were on my side, man.
So, if anybody ever ends up here because of the stickers, say what's up.
Hey, say what's up in the comments, man, or lady. If you saw this dope sticker somewhere and you scanned it and you came here, let me tell you, you came to the right place. Welcome.
Come watch us eat donuts.
Yes. But yes, so we went to put some stickers. Do we want to show them some of the action?
Yeah, we definitely can. Yeah, no, it was really cool. Like we got some decent spots.
Yeah, well, the last one. Yeah, that was courtesy of our potential future guest. That's how we're gonna blackmail him. We're gonna be like, we're gonna release the tape.
Yeah, we're gonna turn you into the cops
if you don't show up.
But it was really cool. Like I designed that little Game Boy background and stuff, and I think it came out really cool.
Yeah.
So you never know. Like maybe in the giveaway that's still going on.
We can include a sticker.
Yeah,
we can include a sticker. And hey, if you're already subscribed and you find the sticker somewhere, let us know. Take a picture of the sticker, send it to us, and we'll give you a sticker. Bam! I didn't even plan that with this. I just fucking you know,
he
took that
an
decision.
executive
He's gonna
order.
charge me for every stick. Anyway, it's just for fun. If you guys go somewhere and they're like, I know these fools, take a picture, send it to us.
Yeah.
And we'll give you a sticker for you to put wherever you want. How about that?
Well, I mean, it's more promotion for us, so you know.
We're so generous.
Doesn't
Dude.
really,
Don't say that.
Doesn't really benefit them.
No, don't say that. We're generous. That's so weird. Anyhow, but yeah. So.
Oh, and other than that, so I didn't end up going back to work today.
Oh yeah, you were supposed to start this Monday. I was excited to make fun of you.
I was like, oh my god, I have to wake up early. I was gonna set like 10 alarms, and then you know, like I started texting all my friends, and like nobody was like, oh well, they never followed up, so let's just not go in.
That's amazing.
So I slept in.
You slept in. And got paid. No.
Yeah, and if they tell us anything, you know, I'm just gonna blame my friend Angela because she's the one who told me to stay home.
Okay. Yeah. You should always blame your friends. You know.
Yeah, that's what good friends do.
That's the whole point of them.
Yeah. What else did we do this weekend?
That's it.
That's it.
Well, we watched the movie, but we'll talk about we'll give our full uncut editor's review in a little bit. So
yeah, well, you know what would go really really good with these donuts?
What would go really really good with these donuts?
Our beer today.
What is our beer for today? You told me something about coffee, and then I said donuts, and it was like, what? Oh.
So it's a coffee porter.
Coffee porter? Is that a zebra chicken?
It's a chicken. Yeah. So I decided to go with this one because it's made by Real Ale, and I like them. They make like the fireman one and the blood and honey. And
no, you keep talking. I'm looking for the.
So they make the blood and honey one, which everybody should try. The blood and honey one's so good.
Real Ale Brewing.
Yeah.
Where's this from?
I have no clue. It's probably.
I thought
Texas.
it said 66% alcohol. I'm like, what the hell?
No, and this is a Texas company.
Oh, it smells good. Yeah, I cut a whiff.
It does. That's how porters smell.
Oh, that one sounded good.
You hit your computer. All right, you guys. So
let's check this out.
Real Ale coffee porter.
Let's go.
That's good. I like it.
It doesn't. Yeah. It doesn't have like a very strong coffee. I think the other one had a stronger coffee taste. I forgot the name of the other one.
The negative space.
Something like that. Yeah. Yeah, this has a little less coffee taste, more beer taste.
It's really good, and it was a seasonal too. That's why I was like, oh, I gotta get it.
Yeah, before they put them out. No, it's not bad.
You know, we were talking about mullets last episode, Danny, about how we were all like, that should stay dead. Yeah, well, we kind of revived it today.
We kind of did. Do you want to tell them why we did today?
we actually shot another video like right before this. Yeah. So it was us reacting to Channel 5's Talladega coverage.
Yeah. So for those who might be listening on any of the other platforms, this is just gonna be like YouTube video exclusive type thing. So go check us out reacting to watching a Talladega. You want to give them what is Talladega in case they're like, what the hell is that?
Well, Danny, I think you might be the only person who doesn't know what Talladega is.
Yeah, I didn't know what it was.
It's just like a NASCAR event, you know, so everybody gets drunk and has fun, and it's like slightly racist.
Very racist. Well, no, but they want you to show stuff, so beware. So when you watch it, don't listen to them.
Yeah, no, it's a really fun video. I wanted to see like how the shock value worked with Danny. Yeah. And did you enjoy the video?
It was interesting. It was interesting.
To say the least.
Yeah, to say the least, it was interesting. Not what I expected, which then it was a good video.
Okay,
not what I expected for sure.
Yeah. So check that one out.
Check that out. We'll put a note right here. You can but don't leave yet. Finish the podcast, then you can go watch it, or you can pause and go watch it and then come back, and then you can put in the comments. But don't leave.
Yeah.
All right.
Yeah.
So man, this week, we went bar hopping.
Yeah.
And it was Abel, you and me. Well, I actually continued the bar hopping after you two left.
You drank at home?
No, I had a dream, and in the dream,
you were at the bar?
Continued. We were where we left off. We were at the last bar we went was the Voodoo place.
Yeah, Voodoo Queen.
Yeah, Voodoo Queen. So in the dream, we're coming out of Voodoo Queen.
Yeah.
And you tell me, hey, I have 2 cars. So you had your Charger, but she also had an electric car Tesla. I don't know why. And you wanted me to drive it.
Yeah.
It's like Daniel, I want you to drive it. And I was like, all right, I guess so.
Yo, first of all, I just like that in your dream I can afford 2
yes,
cars.
in my dream you had 2 cars, and this is what we did. I don't know why, but in the dream I was actually like I felt like I couldn't drive, and I was like, oh man, he's gonna make me drive, and I can't drive. So I get in the car.
Self-driving car.
Yeah, I get in the car, and all of a sudden I appear in the back, and Abel, who's probably watching this, was in the front driving, and I asked you, I was like, when the hell did we change seats? And you were like, I don't know. And then Abel just takes off, and then all of a sudden,
wait, so I'm in the car with y'all?
Yeah, all 3 of us.
What happens to my charger?
We left it there. No, we'll go back for it later. But hold on, it gets worse.
Okay.
So we're in some random ass city. Abel is driving while he's texting. We almost crashed. And then Abel said, this car needs to get pimped. So we go to a car shop because he wanted to get new tires.
On my car.
On your car. Yes, Abel wanted new tires on your car. So we go to this shop because Abel said, I know some people. We get there, and I stay behind, and you two go to the front. And all of a sudden, I see you two, like, take off running, and all the people that were in the shop, they, like, start chasing you.
Yeah.
And then all I can go, oh, shit, what did they do? And I go, okay, pretend you don't know them. And then the owner of the shop comes to me, and he says, he tries to ask me questions to figure out if I was with you. And I was like, no, I have a Nissan Sentra. I want to change my tires, too. And then, I don't know what happens. This is the most random thing. There was a guy... big buff guy sleeping on the ground of the car shop. Yeah. And they somehow they piss me off, and I go and I slap him in the back and I take off. And then the guy wakes up, and then everyone starts chasing me now. I don't know where you two went. I don't know if I got caught, whatever. And then the guy, like the other guy, he catches up to me and he says, "Hey man, you slapped the guy." He's like, "You have 2 choices. He's gonna kick your ass, or you gotta challenge him to a slap competition. It's the only way you can get out of this." And when the guy that I slapped arrived, he was now an old lady. He just became an old lady. And I was like, "Oh, I got this. I got this.
You slapped an old lady?
I was like, I can survive." And then I woke up.
Oh, jeez.
So, it was not an old lady when I slapped him, though.
Yeah.
The dream just did that. I don't know. Yeah.
Well, I guess that's what happens when you drink and...
I guess so, but I'm curious what happened to you, too. And your charger left there.
I woke up at 1 the next day after that night.
I didn't wake up that...
You woke up early, did you have to go read?
Yeah, no, I woke up like at 11. I woke up at 9, just normally, and then I couldn't go back to sleep. And then I just stayed there in bed for like 2 hours, just kind of like dozing off and on. Yeah. Because I was sleepy, and then I woke up. So.
Well, Danny, I can never remember my dreams, so I'm sorry.
I had to write it down. Maybe that's why I couldn't sleep anymore. Because I said, "Shit, I'm gonna forget," and I can prove it. Let me see. I wrote down the dream, so I would not forget. This is what you call.
You should send that to like a dream interpreter.
He's gonna say, "Don't hang out with those two anymore."
Yeah,
that's gonna be the interpretation. Yeah.
Yeah. All right. I think we should do a review and then go into the other.
Let's do it. Let's do it.
All right, you guys.
So we went to watch which movie?
Resident Evil.
The new remake.
My dumbass used to always think it was Resin and Evil.
Oh yeah, you told me about it.
And it's just like it kind of makes more sense than Resident Evil. Like if Resin was a person.
Yeah, I never understood the name. Like I mean I like the movies, and there was the game for the PlayStation 1, which I never really played. But I was like, why Resident Evil? Like, and back then it was like Malvado Residente. What the hell?
Yeah,
like I didn't know what exactly. But
I'm pretty sure like people who are more like informed can let us know in the comments section.
I suppose because they're actual people, so they're residents, but now they're evil because they want to kill you. Maybe that's the spin-off. I don't know.
Maybe. I don't know, because like in those games, there's always a bad guy. It's not like it's just a zombie outbreak.
True.
I
mean,
so maybe speaking, Resident is like the umbrella corporation in the little city.
It could be. It could be.
Oh
yeah,
well.
They were resident of it. Anyways, but tell them what you thought.
So, to bring this down, okay. I also wanted to talk about how the best naps I've ever had have been inside of a movie theater.
Did you fall asleep while watching Resident Evil?
I took us like a 10-minute nap.
That's why you love the movie.
Yeah.
You were all resting.
Like I'm not even gonna lie, like like I remember going to the movies when I was young, and like like always, like it would always be like a dad falls asleep, and then everybody gets all mad at him, and I'm like, dude, like this recliner seats, it feels amazing. It's like it's dark in there, and like the movie just like puts you to sleep.
Pretty much. So
what? Not only that, like here I come every week and tell you how terrible my sleep habit is.
I mean, if you can fall asleep, go watch a Resident Evil, and then you can sleep now. It's like the melatonin.
What I do remember, it was I liked it for what it is. Of course, like
before
we even watched the movie, we complained about the terrible CGI.
The trailer,
and I
mean, it was not a big part of the movie, anyway.
Yeah, it wasn't.
So,
to be fair, like zombies were also not too much into it either.
It's because it's like at the very beginning. So the zombies they look like people.
Well, not only that, like the outbreak there was like in a dying town.
It was a dying town. So
yeah,
it was
so like the population's already low.
Very low. The movie was fine. I liked overall. I liked it. I enjoyed it.
Mm-hmm.
The only thing I didn't like about it was that there's like some cliche lines that I'm like like you saved me. And it's like, yeah, obviously, or little verses here and there that you're like, really? Who would say that in that situation?
Yeah,
no one would say that. But other than that, I mean, I think the tension was built up properly. When the truck flipped, that was pretty lame. Yeah. But
there was a scene I liked that was whenever they were fighting in the dark.
Yeah.
When they're actually fighting zombies, and and that, like, just thinking about it, that was actually kind of scary. You imagine trying to freaking survive with zombies at night.
I had mixed emotions about that scene because it felt like I got you. I think it was good, but I felt like they were like disconnected clips. Like it probably was not one scene all shoot out like badass. Like remember that movie in Netflix with the Army of the Dead? I think it's called the Army of the Dead. Yeah, and then there's that Mexican chick that gets locked, and then she like fights through all the zombies as she goes through the thing. Yeah, that was a pretty cool scene. So they have like some cool scenes. This one you could tell it was like clips of like put together, which is fine, I suppose. I mean, you make it look real, but
I don't remember what it was that I didn't like about that movie.
The Army of the Dead?
Yeah, I think
it was also just cheesy.
Like, it was really, really cheesy. And I think it had like a big director too.
It had a big director. Was it Zack Snyder?
I think it was Zack Snyder.
Zack Snyder.
Yeah, I think it was like like clearly it was a big budget movie, but it just seemed very cheesy.
It was cheesy. I'm only talking about that one scene. Yeah. I think that chick it was a great scene. But this one, I'm telling, like in the Walking Dead, the Resident Evil, when they're fighting zombies, I felt like the scene should have done much better.
Yeah, because to be honest, like with in the Resident Evil movies, games, it's always felt like the zombies were like side parts. Like it's never
the whole
been the
thing
main
is
focus.
that you're in tight places, right? Yeah. And they come at you, and you're like, oh shit, and then there's more coming at you. But all I'm saying is like, it pisses me off when there's like a horror style movie and then the characters do like stupid decisions that you're like, why would you do that? Like, I'm not going to spoil it.
I think it's because like it's like in its DNA. Like if it's a horror movie, the main characters has to do something.
No,
dumb.
Espérate. Look, I'm not going. This is not a spoiler, but there's that scene with the gun. So there's a gun in the ground. They already fought a zombie, so they know something weird is going on. The gun doesn't have any more ammo because it's like clocked back or whatever you call that. Yeah. And this guy's like, oh, and then he gets down and picks it up and looks like this, and then the freaking zombies come around him and is like, what are you doing? Yeah. Like, that makes no sense. Why would you see a gun and the first thing you're like, I'm gonna pick it up and analyze it? You know it has no ammo. You just got attacked. It's all dark. You're all like this, and then you stop to pick up like.
Yeah. No, I get you.
Again. It's not the only movie that does that. There's a lot of movies that do little stupid. Like, you don't even have to do that. The whole point about zombies is that they're overwhelming force. Yeah. Like, they just come at you. He didn't have to get down and pick up. Just as soon as he sees it, like, what the hell? Just jump him. Like, just, oh, shit. Like, that's all you have to do. You don't even have to make bad decisions.
Okay, Danny, just start your coaching school already for how to survive zombies. What was that?
No, it's not even how to survive zombies. Like, die with honor against a zombie. You know what I'm saying? Like, I died because he picked up the gun.
Yeah.
And then we talked about Leon, right?
Oh, yeah.
They make Leon look very stupid, but Tell him.
Yeah,
I'll let you tell
to
him.
be fair, it's like we were young whenever like the first ones came out, and like coming from
The
very
games.
sheltered traditional families, we didn't really get to start playing it till around 4.
Yeah, I didn't
and
get to. Yeah.
and that's whenever the mechanics actually changed. So the game became a lot more enjoyable for me because I'm not a fan of like really slow games. So I've played parts of 1 and 2. So whenever whenever you're watching the movie, you see like the layout of the school, and then like, even on the train and stuff,
Right.
you get like the similarities, which is pretty cool. But the thing is, since we start at 4, that's when Leon's already a freaking badass. Okay.
Yeah.
In this movie, he's a freaking loser.
Yeah, he's kind of like a wimp.
Yeah, so
And-
to be fair, we
don't know.
we
We
should have gone back
Yeah,
and done our
like,
research, but
we don't know if in the games he also started that way.
yeah,
So-
but I doubt it because he seems like
Yeah, but then why would
it's a
you make
serious
him look like
it's a
that?
serious
Because
game.
I think he's even more important than Chris,
Yeah,
or at least more famous than Chris. I think so.
yeah,
I don't know if it's because with the hair he stands out, but it seems like he's more popular than Chris.
yeah.
So it made him look very weak.
Yeah, so it was weird, like if let us know, like always,
Yeah,
but,
what do you think about if you watch the
Resident
remake of the
Evil.
Resident Evil?
yeah,
Like I said, it's enjoyable. I wouldn't say it's not enjoyable.
Yeah.
But
yeah, like I told you, like whenever we came out, I'm like I actually enjoyed it.
yeah.
Yeah, so like other than the dumb like regular horror antics,
Mhm.
nothing else to kill the movie with.
No, I don't think so. That's fine.
Bam.
This is
So
worth a watch. Worth a watch.
yeah, because normally when we get out, Danny's like, I hated this part of it, and then I'm like, I can't unsee it, and I'm like, you're goddamn right.
No, it didn't have
Yeah.
stuff like that, but
Yeah.
it's just more like I think it was more like acting and
Mm-hmm.
the different verses at some point. He's like, nobody would say that. Nobody
Yeah.
would say that. Come on.
But it's left off to start off for a sequel, so
Yeah,
it's cool.
yeah.
I'll definitely be watching the next one.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But you know what we forgot to do?
What?
We didn't review our beers.
Oh, I've just been enjoying it, Danny. You
Yeah.
can go first.
It's not my cup of tea. It's more like my cup of coffee. So I'm gonna give it a 3.
Okay, that's fine. Yeah, this is more of my cup of tea, Danny.
Yeah.
So I'm gonna give it a 4. I'm a big fan of porters.
Okay.
So like every time, I was talking with Abel, and we were just like talking about how much we hate IPAs this weekend.
Yeah, I remember.
Yeah,
you
so
said that.
it's like unless you guys start recommending beers to me, it's gonna be hard for me to willingly pick an IPA, or wait for Danny to show up
Just
with
to
an IPA.
randomly. Now I'm gonna do it. But hey, if
Yeah.
you know of good IPA,
Yes,
leave it in
please,
the comments.
definitely
Tell us. We'll try it, and we'll give it
Yeah.
our review of to the beer. But
for sure. Well, Danny, speaking of evil doctors.
no, what did the doctors do now?
Yeah, so did you hear about the girl who sued her mom's doctor?
Oh, she sued her mom's doctor.
Yeah, no, it wasn't
I
like
thought
her
she
personal
said.
doctor.
I read she sued her mom.
No.
So okay. What? So I guess in that case, I did not hear
Yeah,
it.
so
What happened?
I think she was born with spinal bifida. And
Spinal bifida.
I
Okay.
think her argument was that apparently whenever you because whenever you're doing ultrasounds or you're doing checkups, you can kind of have an idea of if the kid has problems.
Mm-hmm.
So they say it's a simple solution for this. If you take some certain kind of vitamin while you're in development, you like reduce the chances dramatically. And the doctor failed to do so. So now she lives her life like suffering because now she has all these medical bills that she never signed up for, and literally everything could have been avoided if the doctor just did his job, or her. I don't know if it was a guy or a girl.
Right.
Yeah. So what do you think?
I mean, look, for most of the time for these things, like it's such a serious thing that normally parents would be like, okay, well, let me get a second opinion, and then they go to other places and whatnot. But I don't know if this was in the U.S., but in the U.S. the healthcare is expensive as hell.
Yeah.
So you probably do not have the money to get a second opinion. Not only that, this is probably a very rare disease. Like it's not a common thing, so you need an expert. You would expect that an expert is the one that comes in and tells you, hey, this is what the problem is, and this is the things to reduce this outcome as much as possible. If he or she forgot to tell them to take these vitamins, I think that's kind of a form of negligence.
Yeah, they should be held liable, which is a good thing because I think she won her lawsuit.
Okay, she did.
So it's definitely a good thing because honestly, it is negligence and it was his fault. Because you never know. Because now she has to live with the what if this doctor would have done his job correctly.
Yeah, no, it's a pain.
Yeah,
I mean, I have my friend who has that other problem.
Yeah,
and it's very expensive to do these things. I mean, I guess you could say, fortunately, in a way, he works at the hospital, so he gets their health insurance, and he works with the same people in his department, so he knows them and everything.
Yeah.
But eventually, he won't be able to work. So when that happens,
yeah,
it's very costly to do that. So.
Yeah, no, that's
it's an expensive thing, but I think that's a form of negligence because you're supposed to be an expert.
Yeah, well, we're gonna stay in this sad box for a second.
Let's do it.
Yeah.
Man.
So, it's not sad. It's more like it created a lot of outrage,
some tension.
Yeah, like a couple weeks ago we covered the Travis Scott fiasco. Travesty. Yeah, and it ended up resulting in I think 11 deaths by the end of it.
I was about to ask you that.
And I think he's being sued for like $1 billion. So it's a big mess. Mm-hmm. So companies do what companies are gonna do. They're gonna try to make a quick buck out of this. So HuLu literally went out of their way to do like a whole doc on it within like a month. And that's not really the bad part because docs always happen like right immediately after. Now it's become such a current thing that like as soon as it happens, let's do a doc about it.
Yeah, I mean they're trying to make money and to be trendy as quickly as possible.
Yeah, so the issue is what they called it.
What did they call it?
They called it the concert from hell. It literally feeding into these fucking conspiracy theories.
Not only that, that's pretty bad. Call it the concert to hell. Like, that's the whole theme, the whole thing it was. Not from hell to hell. At least, if you're going to do something stupid, do it right.
Do it right. Yeah.
Danny, I'm not condoning that.
HuLu, give Danny an advisor, consultant.
Send me a paycheck.
Yeah, exactly.
But see, here's my thing. So, they labeled it as a documentary.
Yeah.
So, they provide anything new that was not known before? Or?
No, because first of all, the trials are going to take years.
Right.
To friggin',
that's what I'm saying. Like, how can it be a documentary?
Yeah, it's just like they just wanted to like gossip about what happened.
No.
And that's basically what it was. Because if it was like straight up just journalism, and instead of trying to glamorize it and like give it like this stupid ass name,
right?
Nobody would have even batted an eye.
Yeah, and look, I can go by the name if it was something like maybe a year or two from now, when all the trials have been like completed and executed, and you have every detail and things that could have been done to prevent it and weren't followed, etc. Then you can maybe call it like concert from hell ? Or something like. But you should do two. But ?
Don't give them ideas, man.
No, I know. I'm just saying that's what I'm saying. Like at that point, it might make more sense. But this is current.
Yeah.
And you don't know anything new, so.
Yeah, and we know for a fact it was just a quick fucking cash grab. And good thing it got pulled. There was enough backlash. Like they know they fucked up.
Yeah. They done goofed.
Yeah, definitely. Yeah. So I mean, whatever. A la chingada. Yeah.
Well, hopefully the next segment is not as sad.
No. Well, kinda. Well, we'll see. We'll see how it goes. Yeah. So I'm gonna skip ahead just to this one so that it goes in with the theme.
Dime.
Yeah.
What's the theme?
Unfortunately, another rapper was murdered. About a couple of weeks ago.
Right.
His name is Young Dolph. I think he was like 34. I think he was still young. Okay. Relatively young. And he was picking up cookies for his mom. Like, they pulled up on him and they shot at him. Yeah. And it sucks because apparently he was a really good dude. Like he was always doing like Thanksgiving drives. He was always trying to give back to the community.
Right.
But
was it like a hate crime or they just wanted to rob him?
No. They think they wanted to rob him. Oh. Yeah. He had like his car was like super like personalized, so they knew it was him.
Okay.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah. So they knew it was him.
Yeah. So I don't want to make it sound like we're gonna make fun of him because we're not making fun of him. Like this story is gonna take a turn for the
best.
Fun. We're gonna be uplifting about it. Okay. So first of all, he was buried in a 24-karat gold casket.
In a carrot.
No, this thing is spelled with a C.
Yeah. No, I'm just messing with you. It's not. I don't think you said it like that. I just messed with you.
Yeah. So what I was thinking was like, look, this dude clearly had enemies. You know, people from the hood want money. Why would you like put a target on your grave?
Yeah,
because grave robbers exist. They're a real thing. And now you're gonna have freaking like make sure it's like in the. Oh well, hopefully they didn't say where he was gonna be buried.
I mean, you just put a picture. Now everybody knows. No, I'm just playing. Yeah, I mean, it's true. I didn't even think about the grave robbers.
Yeah.
Honestly, I didn't. But I mean, this might be hard to rob, though. It's like a whole casket. Like.
Well, I mean, I'm pretty sure, like, you know, they'll find a way.
I know, but like, usually they just open the casket and they look for belongings,
jewels
right?
and stuff people were buried with.
Yeah.
Yeah. This just seems like a bad idea to me, but you know, like, you know, at the end of the day, hopefully it's like in a secure plot.
Well, there's that thing where it's like the body won't decompose properly because it has metal and there's no like.
Well, I'm pretty sure they're probably made perfectly. Like, I'm pretty sure this is like a super high end one.
Like, I'm saying like the body won't decompose, so it'll. Well, I mean, it doesn't matter. You know how usually it says like it's better to be buried in a wooden casket because then your body just eventually the wood.
Well, that's where this conversation is gonna go. I was gonna ask you how you wanted to be buried, because I like the idea of the ones that like the urns that whenever they bury you, a tree comes out. Why are you laughing? I love that.
Okay, just funny. It's like that's Oscar. I'm gonna pee on him.
No,
but the dog will come and. Yeah. No. What kind of tree would you like to turn into?
An oak tree.
And then they can. No, dude, be a pecan tree.
No.
And then they can make pecan porters out of you.
Oh, you're fucking genius.
I am a genius. Look, someone's watching this and they're thinking, we can do that with a celebrity and then we sell it and then make tons of money.
That's dark.
I know, but they were doing that. Remember, I don't know if you... Okay, this was an old story.
Yeah.
How legit it is, I have no idea.
Yeah.
But they had like that genetically made meat.
Yeah.
And they were like, oh, this has genetics of some actress, and people were like trying to buy it for thousands of dollars.
Well, please, allegedly, you know, because we don't know. But so how would you want to be buried?
Honestly, just a nice shaped wooden casket. Like a little nice.
It's edges. Like a Mexican song that's all like that. He just wants like a wooden cross. I forget what it's called.
Sí, una
cruz de madera de la más corriente.
Well, it doesn't have to be corriente.
Yeah.
I'm just saying. I think
corriente means cheap. Like the cheap is like, you know.
But I think I'm more concerned about like how they shape the casket versus you want it shaped into something like a thunderbolt or no. Like, for example, like this thing has curves and stuff, you know, like if it had like something that looked cool, that's it. It doesn't have to be metal. It doesn't have to have like pearls or I mean, I can put pearls and diamonds. I know I deserve it.
Well, I think you're aiming way too low because we are lords now and we deserve a tomb.
But I don't even fit in my own land.
Yo, as long as they bury you like standing up.
True.
You'll be like buried like a vampire.
Yeah, I mean, it's the only way I can fit there.
Yeah, so
that's funny.
I was like, I'm gonna look up like the coolest tombs ever. So I think we deserve a pyramid.
That's like is that like Greek?
No, I don't know. Like I see those look like things like scarab.
Yeah,
I think it might be Egyptian.
Yeah, Egyptian.
Yeah. Yeah, so I was like, these are so cool. We definitely need to see how much it costs to get a pyramid.
I mean,
you know how we'll pay for it?
I was gonna say something controversial, but I won't now.
No, now we gotta hear it.
I was just gonna say, do you remember how they built this ones?
Oh shit! Yeah. Well, ours is gonna be ethically sourced.
Ethically sourced. There you go.
Yeah.
What the fuck? This is not your traditional iPad.
What is this, Daddy? For the people who are just listening?
This is like an oven. All right, this is where they cook the bolillo in the rancho. Literally.
I looked up Jesus's tomb.
Oh. All right, next. How do I go to the next one? There you go.
Okay, this one at first I laughed at, and then I felt bad because it's from a soldier. You know, he wanted. Yeah, I think she wanted it, and like which it's fine. You had a sense of humor. That's what she wanted in the end, or he. I don't remember.
It says Kimberly at the bottom.
See, yeah. So if that's what she wanted, more power to her.
What? Why? Did she explain why SpongeBob?
No,
I've ever-
I didn't get that far into this
Okay.
to the article. What I did find out was that they took it down
Why?
because it said that it didn't go with like match. I'm guessing like because of the aesthetic.
The theme.
Yeah, because
It looked too lively.
You imagine everybody's all sad, crying, and then you see a fucking SpongeBob
SpongeBob.
in the middle of the graveyard.
I can see what that could be. I can see how that could be
Yeah,
problematic.
yeah.
can
So
see
I
that.
mean,
Alright,
it
alright.
sucks. I'm glad she got what she wanted at the beginning. It's very unfortunate. I don't like that you didn't like my Jesus joke.
Well, it's not that I didn't like it. It's just that I didn't really. It didn't hit me. It looked like an oven.
Yeah, you thought it was an oven.
Yeah. I
Yeah.
want some bolillos now.
Yeah. Oh well, I can't help you there. Yeah.
The donuts are looking at me.
Well, Danny, you know how I'm an avid podcast listener.
Oh, you are? What is
Yeah.
your favorite podcast?
The Unqualified Gurus, bro. Woo. Come on, man. Always gotta represent. You know, especially since last week's episode was a freaking banger.
It was a banger, and we're continuing that banger in a little bit. So keep staying tuned.
That sounds
But
weird.
if you didn't,
Just continue.
what did you say?
No, it just sounds weird.
It's okay.
We're continuing.
We're
the
not
bang.
here. We're not here to be normal. All right. Anyhow,
All
go check
right.
out the previous podcast if you have not seen this one, because we're gonna continue something wild.
Yeah, something very important.
Very wild.
Yeah, it's on the search for love. Yeah, so
The search of a lady for
Yeah.
my land in Scotland.
So, you know, I was listening to Steve-O's podcast.
Okay.
It's called The Wild Ride.
Gotcha.
Yeah. And, you know, like, it's really cool because, like, he started it during COVID. He transformed, like, the travel vans
Mhm.
into a recording studio. So he, like, drives around, like, and interviews people. Like,
Okay.
Yeah.
Oh, okay,
It's
okay.
really,
Yeah,
really
we need
cool.
to get a minivan.
If we had money, we definitely do
Hey,
that.
donate! What the hell? I'm trying to get a minivan.
Buy my merch.
Buy his more work for me. There you go.
Yeah.
Go buy his merch so we can buy a minivan,
Yes.
and then we'll go and invite you as a guest at your house, outside of your house, outside of your house. Yes.
Yeah. But you have to supply the beer.
See,
No
it's
IPAs.
a minimum. It's a minimum.
Yeah.
But you can support with whatever beer you like.
Yeah. So, I was watching, and then, like, you know, an interesting episode came up.
What is
It's
it
like,
about?
So a couple months ago, I saw a couple articles going around saying that Frankie Muniz, who is, you know, if you don't know who he is by his name, he was Malcolm from Malcolm in the Middle. Apparently, they were saying that he lost, like, his memory, like he couldn't even remember being Malcolm and Malcolm in the Middle.
I remember hearing that. I
Yeah,
do remember that.
and, like, you know, he never spoke upon it. Like, he didn't say anything, and this is the first time he actually spoke upon it.
Okay.
Yeah, so I thought that was a really, really interesting podcast. So it was cool.
So what did he say?
So-
How did he
Relax,
find it to
Danny,
remember?
I'm getting to it.
Oh, he's getting there. He's getting there. Relax.
So what had actually happened was he was talking about how, you know, like, during this time in his life, it was so hectic and busy that he just didn't remember doing a lot of the things. So it's not that he forgot what actually happened. It was more so he's just so much happened that, you know, like, he's surprised to realize, like, he actually did that. You know?
Okay,
So
okay.
so it's like, you know, whenever
So he didn't forget. It was more like.
well, I mean,
every-
technically he forgot,
but it wasn't like amnesia. Like,
Yes.
oh, I don't know where am I.
Yes, that's
type
exactly
thing.
what I'm
Okay.
trying to say. Yeah, because
Gotcha.
apparently he had like a bunch of concussions. He's like a NASCAR driver now, and
How did he go to Talladega?
oh, you damn, you're a pro at saying
Said
it now.
that word. Now I can go to Talladega and ask for. Well, if you want to know what I want to ask for, go check out our Primos React to Talladega.
Yes.
Sorry for interrupting your segment. Keep going.
It's all good. This is how I found out all the facts that I was.
That's how
telling
you.
about,
Oh,
yeah.
okay. So
Yeah.
thank you, Malcolm in the
Yeah.
X.
So
The
Malcolm.
In the
Malcolm
X.
in the middle. Yeah. So he was talking about how I think a doctor had, like, said that he was having, like, mini strokes and stuff, but in reality he was having, like, really strong migraines.
What's
So-
with doctors just messing up?
I
man?
don't know. They keep fucking up.
We gotta call this podcast the evil doctors now.
Yes, but I mean, we still have to, you know, protect them because there's-
Yes. No. I mean,
there-
I will soon be a doctor. I I want you to protect me.
Yes, I
But
would definitely.
I'm just saying.
That's
kill-
why I got you that plague doctor
Yes.
mask.
I need to graduate with that.
Yeah, but I thought it was interesting because honestly, like you just see how quick like misinformation spreads.
Yeah.
Yeah, because like literally he just said, he's like, oh, I don't remember that happening, and they're like, oh my god, he has amnesia.
Yeah.
Yeah,
That's what we call chisme in Spanish.
Yeah, but apparently he was in a band. He's a drummer, and I think they were opening up for like Ed Sheeran and stuff. So he was like
cool.
big shows.
So he's enjoying life.
Yeah. Oh, like
definitely.
he said like after Malcolm in the Middle, but he could retire.
Yeah, I mean that's pretty cool because at this point, like, you know, he was so careless about this misinformation. He's like, whatever.
Yeah,
I got my band.
He was more busy like driving. So like I'm telling you now I think he says that he's gonna be driving for NASCAR again.
Yeah,
so I'm like, that's pretty cool.
Yeah,
and like
dope.
you know, and it all fits perfectly into our Primos React. I hope y'all watched that. It was funny.
I'll leave a note
I
for
think
you guys.
Danny, I think you were surprised by the video. I hope you enjoyed it.
I enjoyed it. There were there were definitely things I did not know about the American culture.
Did you like my mullet?
Yes, I like your mullet. Go watch him wearing a mullet. But I now need to get me a mullet. But yeah, it was interesting. It's not what I expected. Not what I was expecting.
Well, you know, another thing that was going on like this week, it's like I think at the beginning of December, Spotify starts rolling out like the end of the year wrap-ups for people. Yeah.
Yes.
And the different thing this year, they started showing you like your mood basically. Yeah. Which I think is pretty cool because I put a lot of weight behind the kind of music people listen to.
Yeah.
So I got you the screenshot yours and I was like, you know, let's compare them.
So let's take a look at it. Which one do you want to look at first?
Okay, let's look at mine first.
Let's go.
Yeah. So mine says like chill and wishful.
Wait. No, that's not wishful. That's wistful. What is wistful though?
Google that shit.
Okay, hold on. Hold on a minute.
Yo, this is so disappointing because I genuinely was like, oh, you know, they acknowledge my growth. You know?
It's interesting because you were all like, oh yeah, I'm so wishful in this. But here's what wistful means: having or showing a feeling of vague or regretful longing.
Fucking shit.
No, you're a depressed fella.
It's not like Spotify is like, oh, you think you're wishful? No, motherfucker, you're depressed.
I wonder if they. Okay, I wonder if they put that word on purpose. See who would not see it and just think that they're wishful.
It's just like, how hard is it to... Well, I'm guessing they're trying to make it sound like not sad.
Well, here's the thing. Now I'm worried. Because mine also said wistful and I thought it was wishful.
Yeah, and look, the color coding. It says chill is green and blue is wistful. Yours is super blue.
Let's go look at mine. See, I bragged about it on Instagram. I'm like, oh, look at me. I'm wishful and happy.
Oh, you shared it onto your story?
Yes, I put it on my story. It turns out I'm wistful.
Yo, but it's like a stark comparison. It's like because it's like it says you're sad but you're happy, but look how little happy there is in there.
But it's funny that it didn't pick up some other mood, right? It picked up like two opposites.
Well, Danny, remember what I told you about your playlist of how depressing it is? Yeah. Oh, talking about playlists, I made a playlist for my so Spotify artist, like your account, you know, because I make music, you know, I go by overt, like, you know, look up Inviting Nights is my favorite song I've written. So if you go to my account, you can scroll down and you can see I created a playlist. Danny, more work for you.
Dang it.
Yeah, so it's really cool. I called it I Made This For You. And, you know, it's just like, you know, like wistful and chill songs.
Wistful and chill.
Come be depressed with me.
Yeah, go check out his music and check out his curated music just for you.
Exactly. Yeah, so. But Danny, god damn it, look at this freaking thing. It's making me sad just looking at it, knowing that it's not wishful.
I already explained this. I'll explain it again for the new followers. All right, I'm a very happy fella.
Yeah.
I need to balance this out. Okay? I need to be able to balance this joy with some sad music. And so, you know, it's just how I do it. Yeah. But it's because I like banda. Yes. In banda, they sing a lot about love and she left me and this and that. Yeah. It correlates with real life.
I get you.
It's another level.
Heartbreak Anniversary is like one of the greatest songs ever. And it's fucking sad.
Like, if you ever want to enjoy the music, get your heart broken. It's like,
Well, I mean, you know,
It's the best in a weird way.
Or just listen to it.
Just listen to it. Yeah.
We don't have to take it that far.
What is that?
Okay, which one do you play? Just click it and we'll get to it.
What the hell is this?
Ladies, you guys have to answer for this bullshit because for there to be a product, there has to be supply and demand. And Balenciaga thinks you guys want this.
See, here's the thing, Oscar. This thing has 2 reviews. Now, they're very bad reviews.
Yeah.
Which I think you would be happy.
They're merited.
However, 2 people thought it would be a good idea to buy them. Just from the picture. Okay? Now.
Jenny, can you read the price for the people not watching? I mean.
$625.
And can you describe what we're looking at?
We're looking at a Crocs that has a heel. So you can be a high heel Croc at a party.
These things are atrocious.
Like, okay, here's my thing though. Like, I can see it working.
You wear them?
No, I would not wear them. But my thing is, I think my feet will get tired. Yeah. But my thing is, the heels, they look kind of weird.
They look dumb as hell.
Like, I think if they would follow the theme of the Crocs and they had like a Croc tooth or something that looks like a Croc's tail as the heel.
Okay, I get you.
You would have, because you got to follow the theme right now.
Damn, Danny, you're helping HuLu. Now you're helping Balenciaga.
And I didn't even get paid.
They don't even pay you for
this. Like, send me a check, bro. Like, just do it. Look, Balenciaga. Put the tail of
Balenciaga?
It's because I'm from Belen. Put a crocodile's tail in there as a heel. And watch, you will go from 1 star to 2 stars. That's an improvement.
That's the most you can promise them, just a 1 star.
It's an improvement. Yeah. Look, I bet you whatever you want that they paid someone a crap ton of money for that design.
Oh, I don't doubt it.
Okay, so then I'm giving you an improvement and you're not going to pay me more?
Oh, it's freaking terrible.
Anyhow.
Yeah. So,
but yeah, go get
let us know if you like these.
Look, go to the Pulga and try them first there. Okay, don't pay the full price because you want to know what you're getting into.
All right, Danny.
Now, I saw more weird stuff here, so I want to click on it.
Danny, look at this.
I think we're in the wrong business. We're in the wrong business.
Definitely. You want to go pick up some Santa suits?
Okay, let me tell the people who are listening. There's a nationwide Santa shortage. Okay, we need more Santas. Now, the numbers here are interesting because the available Santas dropped a little bit, but the people wanting to hire a Santa more than doubled, which means that it's not that we don't have that many Santas, it's that we want more Santas. Why do you think that is?
Maybe because like kids nowadays, they're on their cell phones. Like, that's boomer talk.
You became a boomer.
It's like no one wants to go into a career of being the next Santa Claus at the Macy's Mall. That's the real issue. Another issue could be a lot of old white people who fit the Santa demographic probably died from COVID. That was dark. I apologize.
Not as dark as this Santa. However, I had another theory that involved the virus. Maybe people just want to hire Santas, like for the their houses.
I like your theory a lot more, but I think mine is the real reason.
Probably. I can see some of that. Yeah, I can see some of that. So, but anyways,
you know what, Danny? I'm gonna hire a Santa for you.
Oh,
for one of our episodes coming up in December.
I am looking forward to it. If you're looking forward to it,
hopefully we've been good enough that he brings us some beer
and some gifts. But if the beer is the gift, there you go. So if this future Santa is watching, bring us some good beer. Okay.
Yeah. God damn it, Danny. You know what fucking pisses me off?
What, boomers?
Fucking boomers. This is a boomer ass post. I'm not gonna lie. You know? Kinda. Can you read what this thing says?
I don't give a F about a PS5 or an iPhone 12. I want 12 acres of land and $500K in the bank.
You know, he's not wrong to want more, but the issue is he's basically clowning on people who prioritize things they can achieve sooner. You know, Danny, can you please tell me how much a PS5 costs?
It's a $500 piece of equipment.
And an iPhone?
It's a little bit of $1,000 piece of equipment.
Okay. So, how much do you think 12 acres of land costs?
It's pricey. You can get it cheap if you go to the desert.
Let's do this, Danny.
Okay.
Just
all right,
look up average price per acre.
In Texas, right?
Yeah.
Average price per.
Acre.
I should have pulled out the keyword. In Texas.
Perfect.
All right. $3,000 in Texas. So that's a $36,000.
All right, you fucking buffoon.
And plus he wants $500,000 in the bank.
Yeah. So you can't even buy 1 acre with what you're complaining about.
And here's my thing: like, if you have 12
God.
acres of land and $500,000, you can buy a PS5, right? It's like, why? At that point,
it's just the comparison to clown people who want a PS5 and an iPhone. Yeah, they're like, you're not succeeding because you bought an iPhone.
well, here's my thing: if this guy has like the aspiration to make all this money and the potential to make all this money, he probably has an expensive phone.
Yeah.
And if he doesn't have an expensive phone, then he probably won't get those 12 acres. I'm not saying that you have to have an expensive phone to make that.
Yeah.
But probably if you're making that much, spending a little bit more on the phone won't really bother you.
Danny, how many shares does this dumbass post have?
581,000 shares.
Over 500,000 people agree with this dumbass.
And the top reaction was a little heart. It wasn't even a like I agree. It's like, oh, I love this. So.
It really pisses me off because it's such a childish way of looking at things. You can be successful and still enjoy the smaller things in life.
And have a PS4.
Yeah, PS4 or 5.
Yeah, well, I'm just messing.
Yeah.
But that's quite interesting.
Yeah, well, we got breaking apocalyptic news.
Not anymore. Okay, so we slowly. Okay.
We're just depressing ourselves.
Yes, like slowly in the last few episodes, we just come across some articles. How accurate these are, we don't know.
We have no clue.
This is unqualified gurus.
You want to know how inaccurate they are? They've turned us into fake news because we have to apologize. We made a mistake.
We made a mistake in the apocalyptic story of humanity.
Yeah, so we were talking about the floods that happened in Egypt. And, we said that 500 people got stung. And I think
by scorpions.
By scorpions. And 3 people died. So the 500 got stung.
Yes, everything was real except one piece. It was the 3 that died did not die by the sting of the scorpion, which is crazy because a lot of people do die by scorpion stings. But
well, I mean, like the story led with the scorpion, so you just assume.
Well, because they say 5 people got stung and 3 people die, and you're like, oh my god, killer scorpions. And then turns out that
they died because of the flood.
Yeah, and then we had the migration of the crabs. But that's migration. Yeah. We say, okay, fine. There was one more, but I don't remember what the other story was about. We had another story, but I forgot. But now there's this thing in Europe news: 200 birds fall dead from the sky, like a rain in a mystery mass death.
Yeah, I actually don't buy stuff like this because there's constant stories coming out about this.
It's because I think sometimes what happens with birds is like if something happens in the magnetic field or something like that. I don't know. Their flying gets like messed up and then just boop, and they don't really die. They die from the fall, not that they fall dead.
Oh, see,
so,
I wouldn't even know. It happens. It's a very common thing. Yeah. And, of course, if you're, like, walking home and birds stuff falling around you can start to think the worst.
Look, they do this in the movies, right? Like, something's about to happen and you see just a flock of birds flying through the sky.
I think the crow crashing into, like, a window, I think that's, like, a bad omen.
Yeah, there's that too.
It adds, like, a whole supernatural layer to things, But they were also saying it was 5G.
5G. The birds didn't get the firmware update.
Oh well,
but
look at these ugly freaking things, Danny. What does it say?
Japan is going to allow scientists to create human-animal hybrids.
Chimeras. See, Danny, Japan listens to the unqualified gurus because we had this conversation.
We did when we talked. Yeah, we talked about the pigs. Don't make the man pig. Just don't do it. Look, okay.
It was almost Danny's grandma.
My grandpa had a very scary story about a woman pig. Yeah. Okay, so don't make his horror
Check out our Halloween
episode.
episodes.
Yeah, the Halloween episode. I'm dressed up as Cusco. Like, I didn't do that for nothing. So go check it out. Pero here's my thing. So just some technicalities. They talk about hybrids, right? Why not
No.
just say species? Because like like you have wolves and dogs are separate species. Now you have a human and then a human mixed with a pig. Why call it a hybrid? Why not call it a new name?
It's because I think a species is made through evolution. This is like you actually picking out the parts you want.
Okay, so let me
know?
poke at you at that for a little bit.
Okay, hit me.
Because evolution is the process of one thing becoming something else, right?
Yeah,
We're
through
still not completely
millions
100%.
of fucking years.
Yeah, it's still not 100% understood what exactly drives evolution 100%, but we sort of know that. Okay, well, we humans are natural creatures.
Yeah.
Couldn't we claim this to be the next step of evolution?
I think if it becomes like the next norm, it definitely has to be considered the next level of evolution.
Right.
You know, even if it's man-made, you know,
Because the man was made nature-made,
Yeah.
and our brain also. So you would say that in a way, through a different mysterious.
Yeah. But you want to know an even more interesting evolution conversation?
A ver.
Did you know dinosaurs had feathers?
I heard about that.
Yeah.
That make them look even more cool, to be honest.
Well, I think like
think
it
so.
adds like a colorful aspect to it because they're saying that they might have been vibrant, you know. So I think it actually is cooler, but it just whenever you think of how for years they have been saying that freaking chickens are the closest relative to the T-Rex. It just it would blow your mind to think that that was true, but now that it's coming out saying that these freaking dinosaurs look like chickens,
Oh man.
There's a lot of really really cool pictures now that people have
Yeah,
come
that
up
they've
with.
made. Yeah,
Yeah, we can add a couple, Danny,
Yeah.
more work.
We'll put them here. But
That's so sad.
but yeah, they look cool.
Oh, I don't know if we mentioned this before. I'm sorry if I'm repeating myself. There was a error, but we forgot. We're constantly forgetting about adding pictures, and we forgot to add about the one where I pepper sprayed my friend Daniel.
Oh yes.
And I really wanted everyone to see that picture because it cracks me up. Like so.
So more work for Daniel. Boom. Yeah, because one of the things is that we go watch our own podcast because we're so entertaining. You know what I'm saying? So we entertain ourselves. But we basically I realized that I forgot to post that picture. So here you can see what's his name? Your friend's name?
Daniel.
Oh, okay, not
Gallo?
me. The other Daniel.
Yeah.
He got apparently a pepper spray because
sprayed.
he wanted it.
Yeah, he says next time I gotta tase him.
Yeah.
He wants to experience life. He's living to the fullest.
Yeah, this is true.
Yeah, so
I mean, if you want to experience life at your fullest,
Mm-hmm.
get pepper sprays. All right, man. What is this thing right here, man? Look at this crazy stuff.
Yeah, so we were out this weekend with your friend Abel,
Right.
and when we got to talking about aliens,
Mm-hmm.
and I wanted to talk to you about aliens because I
Okay.
wanted to know, what do you think? Do you believe we're alone in this gigantic universe, or do you think it doesn't matter?
No, I think it matters. I mean, I don't know that we're alone in the universe. I wouldn't say
Based
that
off of your playlist, you think we're alone?
Anyways, that freaking aliens arrived. They heard my playlist and they're like, "Nope, get out of here."
Depressed motherfucker.
Yeah, no, but here's my thing. The universe is so huge. I wouldn't say, "Oh, nah, there's nothing."
Yeah.
But there's a but. There's a big but. Not the one from Talladega.
We love big butts here.
You heard what I said?
Yes, I heard
Okay,
you.
so there's a big but. The thing is, I do not think that they're dwelling among us, looking at us from outside, and that they see us.
You mean to tell me reptile people aren't real?
I don't think they're real.
Yeah.
I mean, I think there are people that look like reptiles,
Yeah.
but that's a whole nother story. But no, I don't think they're that we have contact. Like I pretty much think that we humans do not have any contact with any intelligent, rational species somewhere else out there.
Well,
I really don't think
for
so.
years, the government and the Pentagon has been like, oh, we've never seen anything. Well, recently they declassified a couple of videos. Well, recently I think it was like two years already.
Okay.
And the craziest part that it relates back to punk music, believe it or not.
Why punk music?
So, Tom DeLonge from Blink-182 had actually left the band. Like, this is very successful punk band to go chase for aliens.
Oh.
and he was ridiculed. He was mocked. He eventually, he started doing music under Angels and Airwaves, which was, like also had to do with aliens. But the craziest part was he actually had like released like this video before it had actually gone public. So he got vindicated by the government, and in the files they actually name him by name.
Wow.
Yeah, so that's like the biggest, craziest alien full circle story, And I actually have the video for you right here.
Let's take a look at it.
Mm-hmm.
Are you ready? This is
it might be evidence of aliens.
Never seen footage before.
What? It's been seen.
Don't tell them that.
See?
3 UFO videos taken by Navy pilots.
Mm-hmm.
The Pentagon declassified 3 UFO videos.
There's a whole fleet of them. Look on the ASA. My gosh. They're all going against the wind. The wind's 120 knots from the west. Look at that thing, dude.
I mean, to be fair, it sucks because if we actually know how to read shit like this, all you're just seeing is dots.
Yeah. It's like an ultrasound, and they tell you, "Look at your baby," and you're like, "Oh, it's so cute."
And it's like just like you.
Yeah, and it's like
it's a monster.
It's like that one. Like, no, the one over here.
Oh, yeah.
That one. Anyhow,
yeah.
The footage shows unidentified objects flying at high speeds through the Earth's
atmosphere.
Yes.
Mm-hmm.
The mysterious flying objects remain unidentified
to this day.
Yes.
Mm-hmm.
The declassification is meant to clear up any misconceptions by the public. Yes. One video was taken in 2004 and the other two in 2015. The videos were taken during training flights and leaked to the New York Times in 2017. Mm-hmm. That's a cool thing. U.S. Navy formalized a reporting process in 2019 for pilots to report incidents of UFO sightings.
There we go. That's it. Okay. It's cool just because of the simple fact that the government basically, came out and said that yes.
I think that footage gets people like even like more down to it because you expect to see something really dope.
Yeah.
You're like freaking a leg stick out of the ship or something. No, but look, man, I have a UFO story because I saw a UFO when I was a little kid. Yeah. And you know how sometimes you remember things from your childhood like very, very, very vaguely?
Yeah.
This is one of the only few ones that I remember. Okay. Now, I don't claim it to be an alien. I don't know what it was, but it did not look like a plane. Okay. This thing was like they show it in the movies. It was like a disc and it has some thickness to it and it was spinning and it was flying from well, I don't know if it was east or west. I think it was flying from west to east because the sun was coming up. And I just remember yelling at my mom, "Look, look." And she didn't turn. By the time she turned, the thing went into the clouds. Never saw it again. Okay? It was like it wasn't like that high up in the sky. It was pretty low. And it was like about this big from where I could see it. And it was spinning, and it was just like maybe like a 2-second thing. It was like, and then it went in the clouds. Done. That's all I saw.
Damn.
Now, my theory, because I just told you that I don't think, right? It's like how can you say you don't think so when you see that? I think there's just crazy scientists that have invented really cool shit, and they're just experimenting with it.
It could be like the flat earthers who would build their own rockets to fly.
It was a flat earther. There you go. No, I really think that there is a lot of people, very clever people out there, or a lot of really cool experiments that they have conducted that they know they work, but they don't make it to a commercial place, so you never get to see them.
Yeah, I mean, it's possible. At the end of the day, like UFO just stands for unidentified flying object. Yeah. And even with that, like people have even said that is like other countries, like if we haven't like figured out what their technology is, they're classified as UFOs. So you never know at the end of the day. But the thing is, Tom got vindicated, and I'm happy for him. And here's a statement for him, Danny. Can you go ahead and read that for us?
Let's do it. If this thing ever okay. "I knew it was coming," he says. "It's funny, when I got into this, people were making fun of me. He quit his band to chase aliens. He's lost his mind. Tin foil hat, fuck this guy. He's crazy." And then they all started to find out it's true. The vindication arrived via the United States government in 2019. When the Navy and the Department of Defense talked about Tom DeLonge videos, they mentioned my name and stuff. He shakes his head, and the surfer boy voice that in 1999's all that small things managed to work a San Diego accent into the word nah. Says it's like it's crazy.
Mm-hmm.
It's like it's crazy.
Mm-hmm. I personally love Blink-182, and it sucks that he left. But you know,
Well, what do you think though? Do you think that we've made contact with aliens and stuff?
well, I mean, it's not really technically contact if you saw them.
No, I'm saying no. But I'm saying is, do you,
You think have we?
No, do you think that we've managed to make they actually are out there like kind of looking at us like,
Look,
oh, these humans are kind of.
They say that we're hit by hundreds of asteroids daily.
Okay.
You know, you never know what can be what. I mean, you know,
I suppose.
I like the way that people always put it whenever you look at hieroglyphics and like different like country, like different like ancient ruins always, you know, but then again, you know, like there was a lot was unknown. But there's always like evidence of like freaking alien ships and stuff.
I suppose.
So
I mean,
you never know.
You never know.
That's the thing.
Yeah.
Like, you're never really gonna know, and you're not crazy for being curious.
So
You're crazy for saying you know, and it's a damn fact.
right. There was this video I saw a while back. They were talking about that, and one of the things they mentioned was like, well, there's different things that could be. If a civilization is that advanced,
Mm-hmm.
then we should have been like conquered by now, because they're so advanced. We wouldn't even know that they're here. They would just be like boop, taken over, and that's it.
And
the other was, if they are semi-advanced, we should have been able to detect them at some point because they're not that advanced.
Yeah.
And so one of the things was like, if there is and they make it here, they're from very, very far away, which means they have very advanced technology, and that's very scary. If there is none, then it's also very scary because we're the only rational existing living creatures in the universe,
Yeah.
which means if we mess up and go extinct,
Fucked. Yeah.
it's a dead universe.
I actually don't mind that way of thinking, but you know, the one thing that's really cool about it. Have you ever heard of Star Trek? It's basically they're so advanced that there's no like currency and shit. The only thing they're doing is just like they're searching for like knowledge and shit.
Okay.
You know, so like that's like the utopian version
Yeah,
of like
utopia.
the advancements of freaking space travel and stuff.
Right.
But you know, you're right. I had never thought about that. The thing was like, but then again, you also have to think about it. If they're that advanced, what if they just made like something to stop you from tracking it?
They
you know,
could.
because here, I think if you like fly low enough, you can't be tracked.
Well, I'm not
Or
saying.
what if they're cold? Or,
Well, I didn't mean it as they can't track. I meant it as they could use us very easily and conquer us very easily and use us, you know, enslave us, whatever. Unless, of course, they don't need anything and they find us amusing because they see our political parties and everything, and they're like, ha ha! They're like, today on Earth. Ding, ding, ding.
It's like they only haven't killed us because they're like, hey, you know, they make kind of funny shows. They have good podcasts.
There you go. They listen to the Unqualified group. No, you know what they're doing? They're watching freaking Talladega live from
Jesus
Mars.
Christ.
They're like,
they just want to be a part of the fun.
they're like, it's back at that. They're so advanced they forgot entertainment, and they're like, oh, we need to get it somehow.
Yeah, exactly.
That would be kind of.
But you're right. You're right. They're just let's live in a world where they're just amused by us and they don't want to kill us.
I suppose.
Yeah, but you
Now,
know,
if you're an alien watching and you want to be a guest in the podcast, hit us up in the comments. just knock on the door. Don't do anything crazy.
yeah.
Hey, that owl is looking at me weird. Okay.
All right, Danny.
Let's
so
go.
that wraps up like all our stuff for today. So now it's time to the most important part.
Can we just like stop now?
No, ladies and gentlemen, we bring you back to the Lords of
Tinder.
Danny. What did you do last week?
So this is what I did last week. So you know how you told me that I should open like a Tinder account.
Mm-hmm.
So we opened a Tinder account for me, and we
Yes.
made it into a very dope profile with
Yeah,
a
of course.
really cool bio description and whatnot. And the idea was we were gonna see how many matches I get in a week. Now,
Mm-hmm.
initially,
While promoting the podcast.
yes. So if any of you ladies are here, leave a comment below.
Leave a comment.
Say,
if you're
I
one
am
of Danny's
here.
Tinder's hoes.
I am Tinder queens.
Tinder.
I am.
Yeah, if you're one of Danny's Tinder queens or one of the bar bros and dudettes.
Oh yeah, from the stickers. Leave a
Yeah.
comment below. Say I am here from Tinder looking for Danny. Anyhow, so I may.
Yo, if they do sub and they send you a screenshot, you have to go on a date with them.
Anyhow, we'll see.
He's so nervous.
I will send you a sticker.
You can hand it to them on your first date.
There you go. You will get a sticker by person. By person?
In
By
person.
me.
In person.
In person. Yes. Anyhow, so the idea was to see how many matches I get. But then I got bullied by this fool and Abel. They told me if you don't swipe, you don't. Tell me a word that rhymes with swipe. If you
Type.
If you don't swipe, you don't get ladies. But
Oh,
I
okay.
wanted
If
to
you don't
rhyme.
swipe, you don't. I don't know. You don't
Okay.
like. You don't like.
Yeah, okay. If you
There's
don't
no like.
yeah, if you don't swipe, you won't find likes. So the point here is that I on Saturday night, Sunday, and today I went on.
It's because you will get likes. You just won't get matches, and we wanted to see how many you matched with.
Okay, well, from Saturday, Sunday, and today, I just went and
Yeah.
did that. So we're gonna open the app, see what's up, and see what can we change, and see if we can improve that by next Friday.
All right.
All right.
I don't mind it because it keeps promoting us.
Yeah, and it's me. You're
Yeah,
flooding
we're-
me on the internet. All right, let's do this.
All right, do your screen record. All right, Danny, show us the progress. Let's do this.
What? Look, it has a little bubble.
Oh, that's a good sign.
Oh,
That's a good sign.
click it. What's this?
No, it's just telling you to verify your
Oh.
photo.
Okay. So what? Tell me. You guide me, dude. You're the.
Okay, so
What do I do now?
let me see. Okay, so right here it tells you how many you likes you've gotten. So it says as of right now, there's 3 that you haven't matched with.
So what is the difference between being liked and being matched?
So that means you haven't hit them yet, like in the swipe.
Ah,
Yeah. So that means you have 3 more possibilities, and then let's see how many. Look, damn, Danny's a player.
9 matches, bro.
And one of them sent you a message.
I got a message from.
No, I don't think we should say names.
Yeah, no, we're not gonna expose people because we're not mean, and she might subscribe. No. But I am a statistics person.
Yes.
What is the average? Average
Oh, I couldn't tell you.
matches on Tinder
Yeah.
for men.
I say we go in through every one of your matches and say, hey, sub to the pod.
To the pot.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah. All I'm saying this, you're putting your reputation on the line, bro.
I am.
Mm-hmm.
What is the
Let's see.
average matches rate for guys on Tinder? If a guy swipes 100, 0 out of 100, according to Arturo Reyes. It's funny. Women say guys don't appreciate them often. Then you go on Tinder and they never give you a chance to talk. Come on, bro. You gotta step it up. I got 9. Anyways, I have got 3 matches in a month.
I'm a thick king and I get a lot of matches.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So
I mean, I never messaged them because I'm still in the healing process.
yeah. Do you want my
But
playlist?
Yeah, but I can see. I've heard a lot of people talk about the frustration about the matches, but you have a lot of jokes. You have this amazing picture I took of you. Show the people.
How do I go to my profile right here?
Yeah.
See?
Show them that freaking.
Okay, I'm a
that,
noob.
It's just right here.
Oh.
Yeah.
See,
like
if
that
you look at me,
Colgate smile.
look at that Colgate smile.
Mhm.
Colgate, if you want to sponsor this podcast, hit us up. It's like we didn't even pull serious stuff,
Yeah, no.
and it got people.
Well, first of all, they always say if you can make like the opposite sex laugh, you're already in.
You in? Okay.
And if they were to watch this podcast, they know how hilarious we are.
This is also true.
Yeah. So
So
all I'm saying, Danny, is
and I have 2 birds.
Yeah,
Like,
and
why
people
wouldn't you-
love like
pets.
pics.
Yes.
Yeah.
So anyhow, now what do we do?
Well, I just say we keep the experiment alive. I like seeing this. I think you should message everyone.
But you just said that's gonna mess up my rep. We're trying to do an experiment here. We're trying to find out what things increases matches.
Oh, I don't give a crap about that, Danny. I want them to be in our comments section, being like, I found Danny on Tinder. That is the type of content I want.
Okay, so we need to up this
I
up.
like it's because you always said that your favorite part of like your school was the study part section. What the fuck, the research section part.
I suppose.
So I could see why you were
I'm
eager for
looking
this
at
experiment.
numbers.
Yeah,
I want numbers. I want to increase my odds.
all I'm saying is that you keep swiping, and then one day you'll find true love, and then you could thank everybody here at the Unqualified Gurus podcast. And I welcome everybody to join us next Friday. Thank you for being here with us.
Happy Christmas. No, what?
We're still way too early.
Well,
for that.
we'll open it up next week, see what happens. But we got 9 matches, so there you go.
See, that's not bad, Danny.
That's not terrible.
Especially for somebody who's just like swiping the swipe.
Swiping the swipe.
Yeah. All I'm saying is like unless they didn't care about your bio. And I'm like, imagine they read your bio and they liked it. I'm like, that's plus for us.
I suppose, yeah.
We'll
see. But yeah, fellas, we hope you enjoyed today. Thank you for being here.
Just the fellas?
And the ladies. It's 'cause I just kind of generalized it. No, ladies and fellas. Thank you for
terrible.
for tuning in. Leave me alone, dude. I'm
sorry.
to say bye to people. Check us out in all the podcast platforms.
Check out our new video series called Primos React.
Primos React. We'll leave a note right here. Beep. So go check it out if you're bored.
And leave comments throughout the video.
If there is something you want us to talk about throughout the week, just anywhere we are at, just leave a comment there. We'll see it. We're everywhere.
Yeah.
Our eyes
and make sure you're following our Instagram page. We still have a giveaway going on.
Right. We're
you
giving
can still
away 2
submit
dope shirts. All right, you can be the proud owner of one of these 2.
Yeah, and first of all, we're not legally allowed to sell the Mario shirt, so this is the only way you can win one.
That's it. It's only one in a lifetime.
Yeah,
and then you can make an NFT out of it, make some money. That's what I'm saying.
Yeah, for sure. Yeah, but thank you for being here with us.
Peace
out.